Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. 9 of Wands. You are a very strong person. I feel like you got backbone, you know? I feel like you're somebody when you commit, when you say yes to something, you don't break a promise. I think it takes a lot for you to break a promise. When things get rough, you show up. You know, you're resilient. When you're tired, you're still showing up. Like you're the kind of person that's like, you go home when the job is done. Not at, 5 o'clock. And the job's not done until it's done right. Okay? This is a kind of a call, though, that's saying, like, you might need to conserve your energy a little bit here. Okay? There might be this growing fatigue that you're starting to feel. It could also be a question, like, what are you committing to? Are you burning the candle at both ends here? Are you devoted to something that you maybe don't need to be anymore? Let's find out, okay? Let's use our Dove and Serpent spread. Let's get some context. There we have a Queen of Cups. We have a Prince of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, and we have a Knight of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, okay. 6 of Cups. All right. Yeah, I know. You're supposed to be here. Keep doing it. You're going to hit the jackpot here real soon with it. Okay. There is a Princess of Wands at the end. So right now it's about commitment. Right now it's not about experimenting, getting curious, and, exploring other options. No. Right now is about you keeping your promise, keeping your word, showing up every day and doing it. You are building something very fine, very stable. Okay? This has got to be the biggest blessing I've ever seen. The 6 and the 6, and of course a 2 and a 4 equals a 6. And the Wheel of Fortune. You've got to stick with it. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down over here. Put Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top, ASMR for short. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card might be, put your prediction in the comments right below the video. All right. Now, as we look around the room, we see one major arcana card, the Wheel of Fortune. We see fire, fire, fire. We see water, and air, and earth, and earth, and earth. Okay? The water's very interesting because I kind of feel like this is the moment where you are kind of like asking yourself that question, like, do I still want to be here? Is this still worth the effort? Like, we're so tired. It's like, can I just quit? Can I break my promise? Is this like, am I allowed to just say, no, I don't want to do it anymore? Well, yes, of course you are. I feel like this is you searching your soul here and really digging deep and realizing that, yes, this is something that you need to stick with. This is something that, the 9 of Wands, let's say, has made that promise, has taken that oath. You're not somebody that breaks your promise unless there's a really good reason. I feel like that Queen of Cups is like looking for a reason, kind of. Like trying to, is there some way I can say that I want to get out of this? I feel like you're saying, no, I got to dig deep. I got to stick with it. You might have to adjust your pace a little bit. Okay, maybe you need a little bit of boundaries. Maybe you do need to rest a little bit, yeah. But you're not going to give up. You're not going to quit on this. It's meant for you. It's almost there. Your persistence is just about to pay off. You're very near completion. You're closer to the goal than you think. Now is not the time to quit. Now's the time to dig deep. Okay? Because this feels like it's your purpose. You're meant to be here doing whatever this is. But yeah, we're getting rather fatigued. And, we might be looking for a reason. Give yourself a little bit of compassion. Focus a little bit on self-care. We have this Queen of Cups. The emotional wisdom. Nurturing. Okay? This is you taking care of yourself. This is radical self-love. Don't quit the path you're on. Just give yourself some rest and some rewards, a little TLC. Okay? This is also, listening to that voice inside of you that's kind of telling you, like, that you need to slow down or that you need to rest a little bit. That you don't want to burn out. You don't want to push yourself so hard that you break down, because then you're not going to get to the goal at all. So it's like you have to take very good care of yourself right now. But also, don't listen to that voice that's saying, like, this is too hard, let's just give up. Okay? I think this is you trusting that subtle feeling inside that's telling you this is the right path, but we also need to take care of ourselves. Yeah. This is radical self-compassion, self-empathy, self-love, self-acceptance. This is emotional honesty, emotional transparency. And I think the reality that's emerging here is that you're going to make it. This is going to be the biggest jackpot you've ever seen. But the part of that truth is that you're very tired and you need to take care of yourself better. You got to drink some water. You've got to make sure you sleep. You got to take care of those basic needs. Okay? And that's kind of, the Four of Pentacles up there, the basic needs. Okay? So, you got to listen. Listen to what's going on inside of you right now, especially as it relates to your feelings and your body. You got to pay attention to your body. And it may be slowing down a little bit, but you're not stopping. You might need a little bit of water just so this Nine of Wands can be a little bit flexible and resilient and not just get brittle and crack and break. Okay? You got to water it a little bit. Yeah. The Prince of Pentacles underneath the surface, this is the builder. This is that part of you that is focused on the task at hand right here today. This is what I'm doing. You're building something extraordinary. This is consistency. This is someone who shows up every day. This is follow through. Okay? You said you would do it. You're here. You're doing it. You committed yourself to it. Okay? This is, with the Nine of Wands. You took the oath, you made the promise, and now you're here and you're doing it. Sometimes this could be very bad. This is somebody that doesn't know how to quit. But that's why I like the Queen of Cups here, because it's kind of like we're just trying to get in touch with how we feel. Do I really want to be here still? Because otherwise, if we didn't have that water energy, and we just had this is somebody that does not know how to quit. But we don't know if this is going to be good. Well, I think that's why we got the Queen, right? Because you do know, because you're searching your soul and you're saying, I know that this is successful, pleasurable, and it is a jackpot. It is my destiny. You're trusting in this path, so you're not going to quit, nor do you actually want to. But you are tired, okay? So the prince is showing up every day, disciplined. Okay, and what is discipline but devotion to that future self, devotion to that life that you're building? This is you taking care of your body again, okay? Very important that you don't drive yourself into the ground. You don't want the wheels to fall off of this thing, okay? But this is basically like sticking to the plan, doing the work, and taking care of yourself so that you can continue to show up. There's no urgency here. Okay? Your energy right now, your resource is valuable. And you got to protect that resource. You got to do what you need to do in order to sustain yourself so that you can continue to show up every day and be that reliable, builder. This is you building the life that you desire. And this is just a short little pause to say, do I still desire this? Yeah. Yeah, you do. Because of our 4 plus 2, and our Wheel of Fortune. Okay? This was a choice that you made. You committed yourself to something, and it was a choice. Nobody forced you to do it. You, being of sound mind and body, you chose to enter this work. You chose to get on this path. Okay? This is peace. This is inner peace. This is perhaps a reflection on your decision. The Queen's kind of looking at the past and saying, did I make the right decision? Because you're on this path now, and you're not someone who quits unless there's a really good reason to. Like, you won't break a promise unless there's no other choice, okay? So right now in your life, you might be looking back and asking, like, did I make a good decision? Yeah, you did. And I feel like you're making that decision again today, You're checking in with your heart, you're checking in with your body, and you're saying, I can keep going. I need to eat some food and drink some water, but I can keep going. Okay, you didn't choose out of fear. You chose with an internal certainty. You chose with gut feeling, with instinct, with intuition. You did the math, you weighed the options, and then you chose. Peacefully, in silence, in stillness, and with clarity, you chose. But you're not stuck there. If you really decide you don't like it anymore, you can leave. Okay? You chose to do this, you could chose to stop doing it. But I feel like in your heart of hearts, you know that this is what you're supposed to do, and you know that it's going to work and that it's going to pay off. We have very good habits and routines with the 4 of Pentacles here. This is, first of all, power, stability, this safety and security. It's about you having boundaries, though. Setting limits and setting rules for yourself. You don't have to be at work 24/7. Okay? Schedule time to sleep. I'm setting a limit for myself. After 10 p.m., lights out, I go to bed. Just like I set an alarm, wake up in the morning, 6 a.m., I'm up. Sometime now it's like 7, but anyway. At 5 o'clock at night, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Your resources are very valuable. Time, effort, energy, money, and space. You protect those resources because those are your commodities. Okay. And so you're building something with those resources, and those resources are very valuable because that's what you're building your life with. So you're not just freely there goes your time just flying out the window. Like just a bunch of cartoon clocks just flying out the kitchen window. No. You're being responsible with your energies, which means you're going to take a break. You're going to drink some water, eat some food. You're going to try to get some good sleep at night. You're going to have a little bit of R&R here and there. You're going to unwind. You're going to watch some reality TV now and again. You're going to have some ice cream in the bubble bath. Okay. I think really what's on your mind is the financial stability, though. And so there's kind of like this energy that doesn't want to quit, doesn't want to rest, doesn't want to go to sleep at night. Because I just want to make sure that you're building a strong base. Okay. I think that this has been on your mind a lot. The security of life, maybe financial. This could be, I would say, for a lot of you, this is going to be the financial concerns. That you don't want to take a break from what you're doing because, I need it. I don't want to miss out. I don't want to lose any of this stability. I got to protect this. I got to keep building this up. These resources are valuable, But I think that we need to look at it, in the right way and say that if I don't sustain myself, then I won't be able to keep showing up and building this. So the Queen of Cups is giving way. Clearings is really restoring the energy for that Knight of Wands. Okay? And first of all, looking at the past and sort of like just confirming our decision, connecting with that decision again, giving us a boost in energy. Also, resting, taking care of yourself, showing some compassion to yourself, and relaxing a little bit, nourishing your body, your heart, your mind, is restoring your energy so that you can continue to be the builder and build this structure, whatever the structure of life is that you're building. Okay. And so with this Four of Wands, it's kind of like let's not waste any time, effort, energy, money, or space. Okay? Everything sort of has a purpose for you right now. When you rest, it's intentional. When you eat, it's intentional. Intent is really the name of the game here. Yeah. And of course, the Knight of Wands is a leaping forward. Yeah. The Knight of Wands is fire on fire. It's very motivated. And this is a renewal of your motivation, especially after the sort of exhaustion of the 9. You need a nap, and then you're going to be good to go again. Okay? This is that card of momentum. This is courage. This is boldness. This is high energy. This is like I'm well rested, I'm ready to go again. Like let's push. It's the final push. I think that you're a lot closer to all these good cards on the path of the Serpent. All those good cards, right? Let's just talk about these. Okay? But anyway, this is passion. This is like, you are you're moving forward quickly. You're courageous, you're motivated, you're enthusiastic. Yeah. Now I want you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And leave a comment. Let me know if you're resonating with the path of the dove. Now, let's do an oracle of manifestation before we move on. And what we have here is the real connection. Honor your divine essence and seek support from community. I find my spirit tribe. I want you to put that in the comments, okay? If you're ready to find your spirit tribe, type out in the comments, I find my spirit tribe. Because that's exactly what this card is. This is reciprocity. This is support. 6 of Pentacles, success. And this is your general energy. Okay? You are offering support, you are receiving support. This is financial reciprocity. This is value. Everybody's bringing something to the table. This is the potluck. All right? Everybody brings something different, but something special. This is money, time, and energy that is flowing harmoniously. Something is working. Things are in alignment. Okay? A lot of things are lining up in your favor right now. I think you know that. I think that's why you've got to keep yourself balanced and healthy, because everything is coming together. You can feel it. It's like all the planets are aligning around you. And this is how you are really going to hit that jackpot. It's like all the numbers, it's hitting all your numbers. Okay? And this is flow. This is you receiving, and this is you offering support. And there's like, I don't know, it's just like, this is like business is booming. You know what I'm saying? And generosity. I think you're a very generous person. That's going to help to grow your abundance. You're part of a larger ecosystem. You're part of a larger group. You've got this spirit tribe. This is community support. This is the support or the cooperation or the alignment of everything around you. Spirit has put all the right people, places, and things on your path when and where you need them. That's right here. This is you engaging with this. Because that Wheel of Fortune is here in the environment. Spirit has put all the people, places, and things. Spirit has brought you good fortune in your environment. This is you now engaging with that. Yeah, perfect alignment here. The Wheel of Fortune, and it kind of feels to me like you might be feeling a little bit like you're at the bottom of the wheel. You know, kind of like between the rubber and the road. All that's changing now. And it couldn't come a moment too soon. Because I feel like you're really feeling that rubber and the road kind of, you're feeling kind of ground down by life. This needs to have, this is divine timing. It's coming at the right moment. Right when you're like getting close to like thinking, maybe I should just give up. That's when everything is going to hit. This is the turning point. This is the moment of change for you. This is your world is shifting. Your luck is changing. Okay? This is it. This is the turning point. Trust the timing here. Trust the timing. This is expansive. This is Jupiter energy, bringing a lot of good things, a lot of blessings coming into your life. Major, major jackpot. Okay. Things are turning in your favor. Things are aligning for you. Doors are opening where there were never any doors before. You're getting all the green lights. This is massive success. Okay? And you're going to be very, very glad that you didn't quit. You're going to be very glad that you took a nap and drank some water and had a meal. But you're going to be very, very happy that you didn't just give up and walk away thinking that it was never going to happen. Like the Nine of Wands says, you're very close to the win. Very, very close. And it's going to feel so good. But see, this is the problem, is the Six of Cups, right? Because it's in the position of the fear or the worry. And the worry here is that I'm never going to get the reward. You know, that I keep doing. It's like, how long do I have to keep doing this before I feel the love, you know? And that's why we're asking the question now. It's like, well, maybe this has been a lot of hard work. How long before I get the joy? How long before I really feel like things are connecting? So we start to question the choice. This is now genuine affection. This is love. This is community again. You find your spirit tribe. This is comfort. This is something that feels pure, Feels like it's yours. Feels like you've earned it. This is the joy of the victory. This is the feeling of success. This is you succeeding, and this is how it feels. It feels good. It feels like a hug. It feels like a bubble bath in a bowl of ice cream, right? It feels like you can finally rest and relax and restore your energy. You're finally being nourished, you know. It brings you a lot of joy, this win. And I think what it does is it energizes you in a way too, because you got that Princess of Wands. The Princess of Wands is kind of ready to take on another challenge, another risk. This is an awakening. This is a new passion now. This is a curiosity. This is a playful energy. This is you dancing. You're tired now. You're run down. When you get the jackpot, you're gonna be up dancing. Okay. You're going to be up, you know, break dancing on the linoleum. I don't know. It's going to be good. It's going to be a celebration. And I like this. It's excitement. Share it. Share in that excitement. Share it with your people. Share it with your spirit tribe. Okay. This is you kind of waking up in that moment. I think it's very, very, very near, very close. Let's look at the mystery card. Break dancing on the linoleum. Empress. Maybe like a 9 or a 10 of Pentacles. I could see that. I'm thinking 10. Let's find out. The 8 of Cups. See, you are considering walking away from something. You're considering leaving because you don't have any kind of guarantee that this is gonna happen. That you're gonna get this celebration. You have no guarantee that this will be a massive success. Okay. So I feel like this is really something on your mind right now. And I wonder if this is really like Spirit's way of saying, I know that you've been considering walking away from something or quitting, but look at what you would be giving up. Look at what you would be giving up. Yeah. I feel like what this card is like, because you're walking away from both a 5 and a 3 of Cups. I feel like you'd be very disappointed because you are walking away from the celebration. You're walking away from what could be the biggest win of your life, the biggest blessing that you've ever seen. Give it a little more time. Okay? Give it a little more time. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, there's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Scorpio Mondays and Thursdays. Be sure to watch both readings. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.